This is a review on the Autoglym leather conditioner and protectant. So you get, once the seats have been cleaned, or if you've got clean seats to begin with, this is what you can put on to protect the seats. It's actually quite good. It smells quite nice. What I tend to do is put it on a pad and go sort of across this way and try and sort of spread the product either side, and I don't put a blob in the center, because what happens is you put too much product on the leather seat and then it's difficult to spread it around. So I normally try to put a blob there, spread it around the pad nice and lightly, and just work it in. The seats that have got the leather seats that have got the holes in them, that's where you need to be careful and go like quite lightly with the product, otherwise you end up filling the holes with the product, and it makes it even harder trying to get it out. But yeah, I use the pad, leave it on there. Well, I'll go around, do all the 4 seats. I always leave the doors open, because if you get it on your hands, even when you're wearing gloves, if you get where I sort of spread it around, if you're touching door handles and stuff, it gets on there and it's noticeable. And then afterwards, what I do is I get a microfiber on the soft side, and I just lightly buff the seat, because if you leave it on, if you put the product on as it is and then sort of leave it as it's sort of drying off, sometimes it can be a little bit sticky till it sort of fully dries. And also when you buff it, it takes, although it's still sort of shiny, it's not as shiny as if you just put the product on and don't sort of buff it a little bit afterwards. But it's really good, another really good product from Autoglym, and it definitely helps to condition and protect your seats, leather seats. But always read the instructions on the back before use. They might suggest doing it a slightly different way. I can't remember if they recommend using a microfiber to put it on or not, I forget, but I just find it easier with a sponge. It's just so much easier to sort of work it around and get sort of like an even coverage, which is just makes it a little bit easier to do. So that's the Autoglym leather conditioner and protectant for leather seats. Oh, by the way, it comes in it's a 1 litre container, and I think the price, don't quote me, I think it's about £19, could be wrong, might be a little bit cheaper, but I think it's something around about there. And these pads, they're quite cheap. It's just a little sort of small foam pad. You can buy them, I think they do them in Halfords. I think Maguire's actually do them in a pack of 2, I think, but I get these in bulk from eBay. I think they come from China. They're a lot cheaper. They do take a couple of weeks to get here, but they're so much cheaper.